What's up everybody, JB Tech Fanatic back again with another video. As always, I want to start this video by thanking each of you for joining me. If you have not yet subscribed, I'd be so honored if you would consider. If you like this video, don't forget to hit that thumbs up. And if you want to know when the latest videos are available, don't forget to click notifications to on. Today we are back with the latest and greatest from Bose. This is the Bose QuietComfort Ultra. By my calculation, this would be the third variant in this series, and I got something special to show you today. These are a great product. What we're going to do is do a quick unboxing. I'm going to go through the application, setup process, show you everything you can do with it, and hopefully by the end of this video, you can make an educated decision if it's worth your hard-earned money. I can't wait to get started. Let's do this. Here we have the Bose QuietComfort Ultra earbuds. Just a quick look at the packaging if you're interested. You're going to want to download the Bose Music app. Go ahead and scan that QR code when you're going to begin setup. You can see we have our charging case here. We also in the box have small, medium, and large ear tips, as well as a USB Type-C charging cable. There is no brick included, but you can just use your phone. Hopefully you have one laying around and just use that charger. So far, nice size and weight. Here you can see we have Bose branding. The little indicator light is there. Flip over to the back, you can press that button when you're going to connect. You have a USB Type-C on the bottom. When you open these up, you can also see under this little plastic piece is another indicator light. Now you can also see that indicator light on the front. Looking inside here, you can see the little charging pins. And then we're going to take a look at the earbuds. Okay, so we have a sort of silver there with the Bose branding. You have your little ear tips that you can change. Of course, I said they are included in the package. There is the little charging pins that you have to line up when you're charging them in their case. Otherwise, they have a great weight to them. Build quality looks and feels excellent, and I think they look very nice in the ears. And if you look closely, you can see the little R and L, so you know that you're putting the right sides in each ear. We're going to begin setup. First thing you're going to want to do, of course, is charge your earbuds fully. Make sure that they are fully charged, the buds and the case. Then you need to download the Bose Music app on your mobile device, turn Bluetooth on, and then we can begin. What you're going to want to do is grab the earbuds, leave them in the case, and go ahead and hold this button down while they're open. And when you do that, the indicator light is going to start blinking blue. You're automatically going to see that it wants to connect. Go ahead and hit pair. And what's going to end up happening is the app is going to take over. So you want to allow it to your contacts if you want to make calls. And then also if you have quick setup, you're going to get this, make it even easier. We're going to hit save and we're going to click set up. Now that it basically did its setup process, you can see we can connect. We're going to go ahead and hit connect. Again, leave your earbuds open for it to connect. Now it's going to give us all the information about our buds. Let's take a look at what it has to offer. We are now going to look at the modes. Go ahead and click on modes. Here we have quiet, aware, and immersion. First thing I want to point out, top right-hand corner, press the settings icon. I find this extremely useful. This is remember my mode. That way, when you put your earbuds back on, they take off where you left off, sort of thing. I find it very useful. Turn that on if you'd like. First, we have quiet. Quiet's going to be acoustic noise canceling technology. That's going to be your strongest noise cancellation. Then you have aware. If you click on aware and we click those three dots, hear your surroundings and your music at the same time. Immersive audio is set to off. Here you also have active sense. If things get too loud, Bose automatically adjusts the amount of noise cancellation so you can enjoy your music comfortably. Next we have immersion. Immersion mode uses their highest noise canceling level and plays immersive audio in the motion setting. I gotta tell you, this is something that works so well. It literally feels like you're at a concert. I really recommend trying this one out. Last thing here, if you'd like, press the plus sign. You can name your mode and edit it as you'd like. Next, we have our EQ. Here you can see we have bass boost, bass reducer, treble boost, and treble reducer. You can also manually adjust these by swiping, if I can get it to do it here. Here we go. So do whatever you'd like, or you can use these presets that they offer. I recommend just playing with it, see what sounds the best to you. Here's where you set your shortcuts. Here you can set left shortcut, turn that on. If you don't want it, go ahead and turn it off. But when it's on, you have cycle through mode, switch between different modes on your product, cycle through still, motion, and off settings for your immersive audio. And then also you can access your voice assistant, use control or voice control on your mobile device. So you have to choose one of the three to have that left shortcut set up. Honestly, I use it for the voice assistant. I use it for Google. For me, I have no problem cycling through my sound settings, etc. on my mobile device. But again, up to you. Under source, you can click on whatever you have set up, meaning if you have a couple different mobile devices, they'll all be there, and then you just turn the switch on and off, whatever you want to connect it to. Let's get into the immersive audio. Here you can see enhance and add depth to your content with immersive audio. This feature works best when you use both earbuds. So you have off, of course, still, which is, you know, you're not moving, maybe you're laying in bed, or motion. And either one sounds amazing. Motion is so cool because as you're walking, moving around, the sound is changing as it would be if you were walking through a concert or something, through a crowd of people. And then you have still. If you turn your head right, left, it's literally like you're getting more out of your right ear than your left ear as you turn, and it's just really cool. Again, it might sound like a gimmick to some people, but it sounds amazing on these products. For now, I'm just going to leave mine on still. To finish up on the software part of this here, remember, if there's anything that you want to know how to do more, you can always reach out to me, of course, but just go ahead and hit product tips. And this really does a good job of letting you know everything you can do. Really what it comes down to is what mobile device you're using, and does it put out high quality formats? Then do you have proper fit, your earbuds in snug, and then did you run the calibration? If so, these sound outstanding. Getting a proper fit in the ear canal is critical to having a good experience and getting the maximum performance out of your earbuds. So again, we have these changeable tips. You have two things to take off. This here and this one here. Keep in mind, in order to put them on back properly, take a look at how it's positioned. You can see, like as an example, the R is right here, right by the little charging pins. So when we take that off, we know we want it to line up the same. So we're going to take this off first, simply just pull. That's where the speaker is, and then you yank this up here and off, and then now we're going to get a smaller size. Right out of the box, Bose has the medium fit, so I'm going to switch to the small. Here you can see the S and L, and then also you have your right and left bud. So go ahead and grab which ones you want to change out. When doing the smaller piece for the speaker tip, of course, just grab two smalls. But when you're getting the larger pieces, make sure that you put the left on the left and the right on the right. And again, each bud has it stamped. If you could see that there, like this is the right. So I'm going to see the R here and put that one on. Okay, so I take the R2, line it up in the little divot here by the charging pins, and then you want to make sure these are facing out. These little tabs are facing out towards the silver Bose logo side. It's really easy. Just pull it over, stretch it out, make sure that it's lined up correctly. And then lastly, you're going to put this little piece on. A nice little push. It snaps right into place, and then you are ready to go. Repeat the same steps on the other side, and then you are complete. Another thing you want to keep in mind, it gets kind of nasty in here. You got your earwax and stuff. You want to make sure that you keep this area cleaned out, as that is the speaker. So if this is all dirty, that will affect the sound. So you know, to be sanitary, I always use a little alcohol swab or whatever to clean it out. But use what you want, but make sure you keep them clean, and that way you can maximize the sound. How do I feel about the Bose Ultra earbuds? Let's start with build quality. I definitely feel that Bose has done a great job giving us a quality built product. They feel solid, they feel good in your hand, in your ear. The charging case and the earbuds don't feel like they're gonna fall apart. You know, if you drop it on the ground, nothing's gonna happen to it. Overall, the build quality, in my opinion, is superb. Next, the overall fit and usability. Now, what I want to be able to do is grab it right out of the case, put it in my ear, no mirror needed, and I want it to not fall out if I'm running, going to the gym, and I also want to be able to take it out easy. Having said that, I love the fact that it has a little bit of a surface area to grab it, take it out, put it in, and also to get the right position in your ear. It shouldn't be a big deal to do that with any earbud. Right? That simple. It's in, it's all the way in my ear canal, and it's not going anymore. Right? I know I look ridiculous. So, riding a bike, working out, playing certain sports, you're not going to have to worry about these falling out of your ear as long as you wear the right size tip, and then of course put them in your ear correctly. So, they're comfortable to wear, they go in nicely, and it's easy. Now, when earbuds first came out, and they started to say noise cancellation was going to be on them or whatever. I know this has been years now. In my mind, I just didn't believe it, right? I thought if there is noise cancellation, it's going to be nothing like headphones, yada, yada. Fast forward to today, I have to tell you, Bose always does a great job with noise cancellation. It's their thing. These earbuds are absolutely outstanding when it comes to noise canceling. It's honestly just as good as any ear or headphones that I've ever used, and I'm sort of an addict with these headphones. I just buy them. I'm crazy about them. I'm not sure why. Wife doesn't particularly care for it. So anyway, point being, it's awesome. So if you're business, you're on a plane, you need that, boom, you got it. In addition to that, they're very immersive. So if one, you want to have those mics sort of activated so you can hear your what's around you, if you're running and a car honks at you, you don't want to not be able to hear that. That works great too. And for the people that get nauseous or headaches from wearing earbuds, remember activating those outside microphones relieves pressure. It makes them easier to wear for a lot of people. So if you're one of those and you're on the fence and you don't know if you want to get something like this, remember you always have that option, and it really does help. Music. Doesn't matter if you like rock, R&B, hip hop, classical, country, across the board, these sound great in all different types. I like that. It is very often that I buy a set of earphones and they sound great for rock, horrible for hip hop, or vice versa. It doesn't matter if you're listening to heavy bass or no bass at all, these perform great. Crystal clear audio, it's just, crisp mids, perfect highs. All across the board, Bose seems to have really captured the ability to literally making you feel like you're at a concert. The immersion, when you put on their, you got one mode where you keep your head still and you feel like you're at a live concert, or you can do it where, it's movement activated. I could sit here and tell you how cool it is all day long. You've got to try it for yourself. And other products have done the same thing. I have to tell you, Bose is right up there at the top. Literally, you put that on and it feels like you're at the concert. And when you're walking and moving, it's so in sync that you would think that you were really listening to a huge speaker. So again, kudos to Bose for giving us that. And I think, modes like that are what really help us take earbuds to the next level and give us a reason to buy another pair, right? There's so many cheap generic pairs out that sound good, and you know, they're 50 bucks, some are cheaper. So why do you get something like this? Well, quality, battery life, sound, noise canceling. There's a lot of different reasons that make prices, you know, go up. But overall, what we need is something that we can actually wear comfort and that sounds great. If you get those two, it's worth the money, right? And Bose definitely capitalizes on the sound, noise cancellation, and everything else. So overall, I have to say, out of all earbuds that I've tried to date, and I've got too many, like I said before, man, these might be my favorite yet. And so, you know, if you had the original QuietComfort, those were probably the largest. I got them over there on my desk. I guess I should have had them with me. But anyway, if you were to compare it to the first to now, it's hard to put into words how much better it is to me. And that's just comfort, sound, and all the above, right? And then of course they add their little unique things for us to listen to, like being at a concert, etc. But outstanding. As far as Bose Music app goes, now the usability of Bose Music app is fine when it's connected. It gets lots of features and functions. There will be times that you're definitely still connected to Bluetooth, but the Bose Music app will lose connection. I mean, it doesn't really matter. If you're going to use the EQ, you set the EQ, you set your modes, and then you don't really need the Bose Music app anymore. Again, your phone will give you volume up, down, mute, pause. That's all going to be through your music provider. So all of that's good. The Bose Music app, I'm not sure why it disconnects, but that's a little issue there. Other than that, remember you can also use Google Assistant if you'd like, or any of your system built in. It works great. If you want to connect them to your TV or anything else, you can also use the earbuds. So essentially, earbuds, for those, if you've never owned a pair, they can replace your headphones at this point, right? So if you have something that connects via Bluetooth, these will work. Now, a couple things. As far as Bluetooth versions, we got to keep in mind the quality of Bluetooth and the output source are going to also dictate the sound quality. So remember, when you're picking your music provider, see what kind of quality they're allowing you to output, what kind of phone you have, what Bluetooth version do you have. All of this is going to either make your sound better or, you know, not give you what you might expect, right? The headphones or earbuds can only output what they receive. As far as the water resistance rating, these are IPX4. I was going to say the battery charge time is 2 hours. Mine charging a little less than that, but it's slated as 2. Again, this has Bluetooth version 5.3, so definitely we got the latest and greatest. You get 30 feet range. What that means is if you're connected to your mobile device, you can essentially be 30 feet away from your mobile device without any problems. I can tell you this, I feel like I get much more than 30 feet out of mine. I can walk around my house, yard, and have no issues. Some people might have more interference in their home, so of course that will always come into play. Wireless is always wireless, right? You're never going to replace a wired connection. However, they're getting pretty close to it. Anything other than that, as far as specs goes, you know, it has the built-in microphone. You can use it with your phone to make calls. So everything you want to do, you can use one bud at a time. I know a lot of people ask questions, can I only use one, you know, when I'm on the phone? Yes, you can. You can have one either side, or you can have both. And again, when you're on both, I always do this. I call people and I see if they say anything to me. Are you talking on speakerphone? You sound like you're in a can. Whatever it is, I always look. So I've tested about 25 phone calls. No one has ever said anything to me. I've had the window down in the car once. I did it outside. I did it with background noise and you know, TVs in the background, so on and so forth. And again, everybody seems to not say anything, which that tells me that they're working pretty good. So definitely check these out. You might be surprised how much you like them. Well, that pretty much wraps up my review on the all-new Bose QuietComfort Ultra. Look, if you're in the market for earbuds and you want something that has outstanding noise canceling, it's comfortable to wear, it fits and stays in your ear even at the gym, and has superior audio, whether you're listening to music, talking on the phone, or you're watching your favorite YouTube video. These are a product that I highly recommend you check out. Bose has really done an outstanding job of giving you an all-in-one product, if you would. Great battery life, great build quality, and great sound. Check them out. I really like them, and I think you will too. As always, I like to slow things down for a moment and remind you life is so short. Don't forget to love your family, love your neighbors. Go out today and do a small act of kindness for someone. It is amazing how the smallest act of kindness can go such a long way. The world is an absolute mess right now, and the only people that can change it is you and I. Remember, I do YouTube for you and you only. If you need me, you can reach out to me in the comment section at any time about any tech. Also, you can come follow me on Twitter/X, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook at JB Tech Fanatic. I'd be happy to help you over there. I want to invite you to subscribe one more time. I'd be so honored if you would consider. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up. I can't wait to talk to you in the comments section and see you in the next video. And until then, I'm JB Tech Fanatic and I'm out. Peace.